Okay, today Derek, I'm going to show you how to change the jet on your Triumph. So currently we've got the 230 jet in there, and we've got the 220. You can see they're clearly labelled on the jets. What you're going to need is I've got a bit of a drip tray at the bottom there. I've actually got to try and get a little bit of a catch and change there, get some of the fuel. You'll need a 5/16 and a ½ inch. If you don't have a imperial spanners, you can get away with an 8mm and a 14mm. You'll need some Phillips screwdrivers. Shorter lengths are better generally, trying to get to that screw in there, which can be a bit of a pain with the splash tray. And today I'm going to attempt to use a set of multi-grips to actually drain the bowl before I actually take the bowl off. And one thing I've forgotten is you'll need a flathead screwdriver to take off the air filter. So first of all, just behind your fuel lines there, you can see a flathead. Just loosen a couple of turns, the filter should come loose pretty easily. Okay, next I'm going to attempt to drain the fuel from the tap. I don't want it to burr, so I'll just see if this tap loosens easily. If it doesn't, I'll just take the bowl off without draining it first. No, it looks like it's draining, turning quite easily. So we'll get to drain it. I'll just make sure my fuel taps are off first. It's off. There they were off. Alrighty. Keep going. Okay, looks like it drained quite well. Okie dokie, I'm going to put that bung back in straight away. Easier to tighten on the carby than it is off the carby. So I should just give it a nip up. Plenty tight enough. Alright, we shouldn't have any more fuel issues, so I'll try and get this bowl out without spilling it. Bad. Okay, next is just the two screws on the bowl. I'm going to try and use a ratchet, I think, initially to get this one, which can be a pain. Let's tighten. Worked well. Once it's loose, you can generally get in there with most screwdrivers, but it's just that initial breaking of the screw that can be a pain in the arse. Okay, it may hang on just to the gasket a little bit, so once you think it's loose, pull it out by hand or leave it with the bowl. I'm going to pull it out so it doesn't drop somewhere I don't know where it is. Alright, let me go to the other side. You can see the screw's a lot easier to get to. Okay, the bowl should come loose. Got to watch the internals don't actually fall free. So your gasket, your little pin for your float that holds it should sit in a recess. Make sure you don't lose that. I'm quite happy for that just rest there for now. Now we get our two spanners and our little jet. So ½ inch on the big silver area here, which looks like it's not going to accept the 1/2 inch. We have to go to 14mm. Yeah, much better. And of course we want to loosen the jet. It's just trying to stop the 14mm from rotating while you're getting the smaller jet out. Okay, all jet out. You jet in. Just a little nip, you don't want to strip the thread because they are brass and brass is quite weak. Alrighty, and then it's just the reverse process. So making sure your little pins are aligned in that little recess, your gasket's aligned. Sometimes they can drop off as you're manoeuvring the bowl. Alright, she's seated there. Just get this one started first. Okay, we'll go back to the other side. I'll come back to tension that one a little bit later, once I know I can get this one in properly. Keep an eye on those, that pin. It can sometimes slip out during this process. Of course, you can drop a screw every once in a while. Okay, we've got our screw back. I've got it back in there, just tightening it up now. I'm going to tighten this side first. We're looking for a good seal there. If it's not sealing properly, good chance that pin's coming out of the float and is preventing the bowl from sitting properly, which you don't want. You want your float to work properly, otherwise you'll flood the carby all the time. Looks like it's fairly tight. I'll go across the other side. Tighten this one. Once it's done, you think it's tight, just turn your fuel on, make sure enough, and tickle your carby. Cool, you should get fuel out of here and not here. If you're getting fuel out of here, then your gasket's not working properly.